Tim Sees is trending ahead in his business as he's wrapping the first quarter, and he's got some pro tips that will help you get on pace or keep your momentum in Q2. If you get some value out of this, you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to schedule a call with our team and talk about your real estate needs and talk to Tim specifically, you can do that with the link in the comments. I'm here with super agent Tim Sees. This guy is at 37% of goal, and we are filming this during the last week of March. So to give everyone some perspective before I kick it to Tim here, historically in Pennsylvania, you want to be between about 23.5% to 33.5% of your business pending and sold when it gets to the end of March. So he is way ahead of the game here. So how did you get here? What got you ahead so quickly? Because this is a tough market right now. Transactions are down. So what are some of the plays you're running in your business that are working for you?
So certainly the money's in the follow-up, 100%. I mean, going and, a lot of the deals that I've closed were people I've met with the first time in like November, December of last year. So just keeping that rapport building, keeping that relationship alive and, kind of just those soft touches here and there to say, hey, oh my gosh, I saw this, I thought of you. And people really respond to stuff like that. And then, the statistic of, I don't know the exact number, but most people want in an agent to help them find the home. So if you're bringing them properties and you're bringing them value and information, that's going to be key, and people are going to respond to that. So that's been a huge driver there, of course. And then our partnerships and things like that are really helpful as well.
Well, the partnerships are great, but you guys still got to work the people, right? You got to have the conversations with them. You talk about how buyers want people to help them find the home. A lot of agents think like, I'm the best negotiator, or I make the best first impression. Buyers care about finding a house. It's over 49% of buyers. That's what they want. That's 1 out of 2. So all you got to do is follow the data and good things happen. Did it take you a long time to learn that? Or has that just clicked for you a little differently this year? Tell me more about your thought process.
Yeah. It certainly has clicked a little bit more this year. I mean, going back a year ago, I don't think that I would have the mental capacity to kind of juggle all of this at one time. But, as I've gotten more comfortable with, scripting, with contract negotiation, with things like that, and then the rapport building back and forth, it starts to become like second nature, which is really great. And I'm really proud of the growth that I've seen just in a year.
I'm proud of it too. This guy's crushing. So I'm hearing you're running plays that work. You got things in your business that you're doing every single day to win people over. Talk about how you evaluate your plan. Like, you're ahead, which is awesome. A lot of people, they get ahead, they kick their feet up, they go on vacation, they do all sorts of dumb things because they think they're ahead and they're going to stay there. What are you doing to keep the momentum going right now?
So certainly keeping your head in the numbers and looking at your plan on a regular basis is going to be really crucial. If you're not, really into your plan and you don't know what numbers you need to hit, which week, which month, which quarter, then you're going to be all over the place. Certainly juggling the work-life balance. I know that's something for me, like time management has been something I've really been focusing on, and kind of just, narrowing in those things are going to be really important. I think that's going to be crucial.
I love that you're talking about trying to get better at time management, because that's something everyone can improve on. He also mentioned looking at his plan every day, right? Like, your plan is basically like your roadmap of where you want to get to. And do you ever go camping or anything like that?
Sure, love it.
Right? So, I mean, I've been camping, and my son was camping this weekend. He had to lead the hike, and the first thing he said is, like, the map wasn't that great. And I said, well, maybe you need to prep a little bit with that. And it was obviously, he's a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
But the point is, you're only as good as your plan, right? If you have a really great plan that's very specific and measurable and it's achievable, and you're looking at it every day, you're going to get to where you want to go.
Right.
Like that's really all that it is. So you're ahead of the game now. What strategies are you, or what are you thinking that you need to do to stay ahead?
Honestly, just doing the same things I've been doing. I don't think that, deviating from the path is kind of the right move there at all. Certainly at the beginning of my career, I've had we call the bumblebee syndrome, where you're bouncing back and forth from a whole bunch of different things. And the consistency wasn't there, but kind of sticking to the plan and kind of just doing the same things that are working, run plays that work. So it obviously the results are showing from that.
I love that your plan is to keep working your plan, right? Yeah. Like, so many people, they try to deviate and pivot. This is not the time you want to start changing things when you're getting into Q2 in the Northeast. So that's very smart.
Spring, right.
Yeah. Well, it's like go time, and it's like, all right, we're winning the game.
Yeah.
Hey, let's do something totally different. That's a horrible strategy. Like, don't do that. So last question I got for you. So you're ahead. You're doing really great. Not everyone watching this is going to be ahead of their plan right now. There's going to be some people that are on pace. And if you're on pace, I would probably say you want to take Tim's advice and just keep doing what's working. Right? But what if you're behind? What if you're not, and I'm not talking like one sale behind or two sales behind, but you're at like 10% of goal when you need to be at like 25 to 33. What advice do you have for those people that are watching this now that might need some guidance because they know there's still 8 months left in the year? Yes, I know there's really 9, but anything you close in December is not going to close this year.
Right.
There's 8 months left in the year. You got basically, what's that, 75% of the year left,
Pretty much.
right? So what are you doing? What would you recommend to those people that are behind that want to get at least back on track?
Definitely. So going back to looking at your plan, if you know what number you need to hit and you're not at that number, maybe put some extra time into your calendar and say, all right, maybe we can double this or even triple this if you're that far behind. But I wouldn't get too discouraged. This is a tough market, hands down. But if you're consistently following the plan and you're doing all of the things that you're supposed to do, everything's going to come in bunches. So you may just get a pop of 4, 5, 6 in a row. That would be incredible.
I think that's really important advice. Sales, it doesn't work like if your ratio is 15 to 1, you got to talk to 15 people to get an appointment. It doesn't happen every 15th call,
Right.
Every 15th conversation. It's going to have like 3 in a row, and then you could go a long drought of not doing anything. So remember, it comes in bunches. We're going to put Tim's information up here. Anything you want to add to this here? Because it's clear to me you have bought into one of the things that agents almost always ignore. Having a plan, following the plan, and adjusting the plan as needed. Anything you want to add to this here? Because you're doing great. I think you're going to blow past your goal. That's my personal opinion. I'd hammer the money line on that one if we were betting. We have DraftKings for real estate performance. Anything you want to add in here?
Yeah, I mean, just keep at it. I would not give up. Just do not give up. It's certainly a tough business, and ask for help. It is okay to ask your leaders for some guidance. And honestly, that's what helps me. I had the bumblebee syndrome. I was bouncing back and forth, and I saw that in my business. I went to you and our awesome sales manager, Brian, and was just like, what can I do to get on track? You gave me the plays that work. I ran them, and here we are.
That's the beautiful thing about this business. It's not that complicated, because if it was, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I can tell you that right now. So this guy's someone to watch. Way to kick ass, man. Love that this is the video we're doing this time of year. I'm taking that money line bet. We'll see if it pays out. Appreciate you, man.
There.